Well, hello everybody and welcome to Somerset, and it's miserably rainy and wet this morning. It is October the 1st now as well, so we're coming to the end of our harvest season really, and starting to get ready for cultivations and establishing next year's crops where we can, and trying to figure out what we're going to do with our yard and how we're going to move forward. My name is Simulation for the Nation, and you're going to be joining me here throughout the course of today, so let's get going. So first thing up, we are just tidying up really. We're going to do a bit of a shuffle around the yard because this yard has got a lot of machinery in different places, and all of which needs to be kind of cleaned up and looked after and tucked back in undercover. We're going to be taking our Renault over to the store because it's going to have an upgrade. The reason for that is because we bought something and it won't work at the moment, so we need to go and get that changed up, which is quite exciting. So we'll take you on over to see what that looks like. We moved our pressure washer so we can make it work. We've also turned this into a bit of a grass meadow area. We might put another tree in here at some point. We made yesterday 450 bucks off these two trees, or 450 pounds, which covers all the costs of our land costs, our servicing, our leasing, and everything like that. So they are superb in my mind. Really just helping to keep us above water. And you'll see we are currently sitting at, if I come on into our finances there, 70,000. We finished 3 baling contracts. And we're able to get those all done and dusted, so that got us into a great place again. And we were a bit higher. I've spent about 5 grand so far today. So we're looking very, very good. I'm very pleased with that. Now what that allows us to do is kind of think about what we want to do for the... Let's give this tractor a clean, shall we? What we want to do for the winter. How we're going to reinvest that money and make our business grow, despite probably having a limited number of opportunities for contracts. There's a lot of baling gigs still out there right now. But it is in November. I've done an awful lot of baling. There might be one more field that we do, which will be our own. But ultimately, I just want to get ourselves ready for the winter, really. So what we're going to do is get this all tied up. This bale has been an absolute stalwart for us so far. It's been fantastic. It's in need of a bit of paint around the edges and places, but it's been superb. Absolutely excellent. So what we're going to do is try and get that around the corner there. We've got a few bales of our own that we're going to keep hold of. The straw is tucked away into the shed as well. One more field of grass that we might cut of our own, like I mentioned there, but I'm not sure yet, to be honest. I would just as easily see it left where it is on the in the field, but we'll see. Our cover crops are coming in looking well. We've got 2 fields of those in right now, which is fantastic to see. I also deliberated over the possibility of putting another field in, which we might do. And we also need to, at some stage, look into getting rolling with precision farming, getting our soil samples done. That is a costly experience. So we'll have to see if we do that, if it's going to be this year or not. But yeah, for one of the smaller fields I even saw, it was about 3.5, 4 grand to do all the testing for that. So something you do have to consider for sure. All right, well, this is going to go away next. I just want to be able to have space to move around the yard properly. Things are starting to grow and function as well. Our hens are laying eggs, which is great. And our greenhouse over here is producing produce, which is great. Head is going to stay over there. Unfortunately, it's not undercover yet, but it'll do. Trailers have been moved over here and parked up there. We put a bit more stone down here as well, so that works. Yard's coming together. I wish this combine would have fit under the shed properly, but it doesn't, so that's where we're at with that. Not much we can do. But yeah, we're just kind of getting everything to come together now. And also the big thing, the big change. Look at that gateway now. That looks a lot better. Allows us to get in and out there with a little bit more ease, that's for sure. And I just think it's a much more practical solution. At some stage, I do want to get more livestock on here other than the chickens. I don't know where or what that's going to look like yet, but that will be something that we have to consider implementing very fairly soon. So with that in mind, we would need to figure out where that would go. But what this allows us to do here is to drive in through here and kind of sweep through the yard. So logic would kind of dictate to me that the cattle shed would be over here somewhere maybe, and we extend the yard out to here perhaps. That could be an option. But yeah, we'll have to see what's out there, and I don't think we're in a position financially just yet where we can afford that. So we'll see. But we're building up our own little fleet here. It's coming along quite nicely. We've done very well over the first year. It's nice to have our own equipment here that we can call our own, so we can do full silage jobs now that we don't have to necessarily rely on leasing equipment. Cultivation work, on the other hand, is a little bit different there. We don't have much at all. We did lease in a few bits for our own fields, and if I come down to the discount, I mean, that would be nice. I don't need it though. Our tractors are fine, and there's nothing else there that fits. So we'll see. But I did buy one bit of equipment. I can't stress that enough. There is one bit, so we'll have to go and have a look. See. But yeah, let's just get this tether picked up and out of the way. Then we're good. Okay, so the render, like I say, we'll just ship that out of here now. And then we're going to go for a drive in that, go and do a few changes. And yeah, we can see what we're looking like. So yeah, I would love to know as well your thoughts on what we should do for winter investment really, or winter projects. Yeah, there's a little bit of money to play with there, not too much. I'm looking to really try and capitalize on when the fertilizer contracts arrive, because I do have a spinner. It's actually not here. I had to reset it because it got stuck inside the shed when I moved that forward. You can see from where the chickens are, it's being moved forward quite substantially, which allows the eggs to spawn where they should do, which is great. That's all we needed. So compacts the yard a little bit more. I'm fine with that. It's making it work. But the spinner had to get reset, so we do need to go and pick that up as well. So what we may well do is do that whilst we're out in the Renault, just to make it work. The first thing we'll do is just get this girl washed down, I think. Rainy days are our days to get things washed and then put away under cover and slot the yard. I don't quite know where the mower's going to sit, and it's annoying me. I want that undercover, but it's it won't quite fit. So that's the problem. But we'll see. See how we get going. Quick wash down of this. Lovely tractor, this one still. Doing an absolutely sublime job for me. It really, really is. Cannot fault it at all this far. Which is perfect. What we'll probably end up doing today as well, take some of that produce away. I was thinking about the possibility of changing my trailer. Because having something which would have a lower frame, like an actual low loader, so I can take my actual loader with me somewhere to go and load bales and then come back and that kind of thing, would be an awful lot easier. Now, and also maybe I was thinking of getting a trailer I could put on the back of the truck so I can cart things around that way. But lots of options. Nothing I've got finalized, and nothing that's cheap either. I don't really want to spend 10 grand on a trailer for the back of my truck, and nor do I want to spend a lot more than that on a low loader when I've got a trailer that works here. There's one thing I've had in mind for a while that I want to upgrade, but it's just has not been released yet, so we'll wait on that one, and we'll see. But let's just get this stuck in where the Renault was at. There you go. And then this can just go into here for now, and we're all set for the time being. Supposed to park this in the other way so it doesn't ding off the roof. Okay. Close. But it's in. That's all that matters. Okay. So yeah, let's go and pick this up. I'm going to drive on over to the store, which will take a little bit of time, as you well know. So once we get over there, we'll show you what we bought and what we need to do. Let me know in the comments down below if you can guess what that might be. But we will be back as soon as we get to the store. Bit of a drive, as you know, so we'll see you over there. Okay, so welcome back in, and there you can see right in front of us is our new purchase. I didn't really think we'd be doing this, but it was on sale. That cost me about 5 grand for that front mower. Which is great. It's really we're doing a lot of mowing contracts, as you well know there, so we need that extra capacity there, and I have no qualms about doing that. However, there is one glaring issue. There is no PTO in here, so we need to get that fixed. With that being said, we're going to try and fix it. Now, what we might do is actually just take this back on over to the... get out of the way of the forklift driver man. Take this back on over to the store, or to our workshop, because we have a trigger there. It might be a bit cheaper for us to do it there. But we'll just stick this onto the back and make that happen, I think. Excellent stuff. That's all on. Perfect. And up she goes. All right, that'll do. That'll do, pig. Let's get ourselves home. And then, yeah, like I say, so doubling our working capacity there, and we can really kick on and get some good ground covered, which I'm very pleased about. I will only, for things like this, if I have equipment already and I'm looking to expand it, I'll only do it if it's ridiculously cheap on sale, to be honest. And the amount of money that we're making from baling contracts, it makes sense to do this. And we will be, you know, keeping our eyes open for any more of these, really. Aside from that, what we'll be looking into next would be machines that we can use to diversify our contract range. Different spreaders, maybe, sprayers, plows, cultivators, that kind of stuff. I've just broken my mower already. None of which is currently available, sadly. But should it come in, then we'll definitely keep an eye on it. We'll take this long drive back on over, though, and then get our tractor fixed up and fettled, and then we'll see what the next steps are. It's quite crazy to think that this only cost me a mere £300 to get installed onto the front of my tractor, which is ridiculously cheap. But we will take it. What that allows us to do then is go mowing properly, really. Which is great. So we will look to get that all strapped up. We need to see this rain disappear, to be honest. Contract wise, there are a lot of baling contracts still. So as I look through this, they must be wrapped yet. Some of hay still as well, but that seems a bit ridiculous for October. But yeah, we could possibly just do that one there, silage bales. I find that's a little bit easier to do just because it allows you not to take a processor away from it, really. You don't have to rake it up or tether it. So if you don't want to, that is. So we might well take that one. But what we needed was just to have that ability. I mentioned precision farming before. If we have a look into here, our land here, you've got 4 different fields that we need to buy. They are expensive and to actually purchase the information. £2.5 for that one, but I think it's probably worth doing. I'm toying with the idea of shifting one of these grass fields into another cereal crop field. I might do 69 as well. Just maybe we'll get it mowed down and then we can get that done. So it might be worth doing some soil samples so we can see what that looks like and what our yields will be there, and how we can get the most out of that. But that being said, you know, we're looking at for that one, it's £2.5, so that's not too bad. We can do that. Do that one as well. Give us a good steading. It's that £5 for all those ones. We'll leave that big one for now. And what I think I would like to do at some stage is if we come back into here, pH is middling, so I could do with a spot of lime on there at some stage or another. So we might look to do that as well. But lots of things that we can take care of there at some stage or another there, and we'll try and see what that looks like. What I would like to do though is, yeah, let's get ourselves tied up here a little bit more. Get those mowers on if we can. The aim will be that we do that last field then. Despite not wanting to do any more baling, we'll try and do one more and just get it done, and then test out the mowers, make sure they're all looking good. I'd love to find a way to get that put in and out of the rain, really. I just don't know where I'm going to be able to fit that. Actually, look at that. I think it's actually stopped raining as well, so we can get ourselves ready to go. We're all mowed up though. That's quite a bit of working with. We've got ourselves there now as well, which should be fantastic to see. So feels like our own small ones that won't take any time at all to get through. And like I say, everything else is coming through. Can't stop shaking the feeling of finding another animal yard of some sort. They are quite expensive. The only one that isn't that expensive is actually the one that I built for a different project, a different map. Don't really think that fits into the area all that well. But yeah, that would be an option there. You can certainly think about that one. Let me know what you think we should do in terms of adding it to the yard. I think we'll certainly end up coming out here, a bit more space. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. That's not a very good stack of bales, but never mind. And we will just move forward with that. I think right now what we'll do is get ourselves tied up here, really, and move a few other things around, get some produce sold, and see where the rest of the contracts can take us for the day. Whilst the sun is coming out, though, we'll go and start mowing, I think, just to get it done. Maybe, yeah, the idea could be to take this wall down here. Gives a little bit more space to move into, to turn around, that kind of thing. Yeah, because the yard's getting a little bit small. However, we'll always move forward. Yeah, let me know. We're going to keep going. We're going to try and find something to keep ourselves growing through the winter there, as I say. And I'm very curious to see what that might look like. I'm happy that we got the crops in, the cover crop in at least. Get some good balance back onto the fields. Make sure we can get a bit of nitrogen back in there as well. Break up some compaction. And then also allow us to leave it through until the spring. This field here, like I say, we'll probably get a crop off of here. We'll get these wrapped up. Leave them, and then this will probably get plowed over, I reckon. That'll be something a bit different. That's not a bad looking operation, even if I say so myself. A little bit of an overlap on the mowers there, but we'll see. 2 mowers there cost less than about 10 grand, I think, all in all. And we do get through an awful lot of work with them, so I cannot deny that they've been fantastic there. So we'll get this all set up, and we'll leave it here probably for just a quick update from Somerset as we crack on and try and get this farm up and working for its first year. If you have any suggestions, like I say, do leave them down below. We'll be back later on in the week with another update from the Northern Farms, and then maybe something else. We'll just try and figure out what that looks like as well. Until then, though, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. I've been Simulation for the Nation, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.